Back with us on the SportsMax Zone. Last week, FIFA confirmed it will use new semi-automated offside technology at this year's World Cup in Qatar. Under this system, specialist cameras will track each player using data to spot potential offsides and enable officials to make quicker and more accurate decisions. This technology was trialled at the Club World Cup and at the Arab Cup competitions. FIFA has previously used the Senior Men's World Cup to mainstream major technological innovations. The controversial VAR technology was used at the 2018 World Cup in Russia. FIFA have published this video explainer about the new technology.
Introducing FIFA's semi-automated offside technology, a support tool for video match officials to help them make faster and more accurate offside decisions by automatically determining the relative position of the key players at the exact moment when the ball is played. Adidas's official match ball for the FIFA World Cup 2022 will play a key role in the detection of tight offside incidents. A sensor in the centre of the ball sends inertial data 500 times per second, allowing a more precise detection of the kick point compared to conventional broadcasts and optical tracking, which are limited to 50 frames per second. In addition, 12 dedicated tracking cameras mounted underneath the roof of each stadium track the ball and 29 points on the body of each individual player 50 times per second, calculating their exact position on the pitch. The 29 points include all limbs and extremities that are relevant for offside calls, allowing the team in the video operation room to know the exact position of a player at any given moment. All player and ball data is processed in real time by artificial intelligence, which triggers alerts in the video operation room when an offside position is detected. The system constantly tracks and alerts once the ball is received by a player who is in an offside position when the ball was played. The video match officials validate the proposed decision by manually checking the automatically selected kick point and the automatically created offside line. The offside decision is then communicated to the referee via audio headset. For improved communication to the fans after the offside decision has been confirmed by the referee, a replay animation is created and shown in the stadium and on TV. This replay animation is created using the exact same limb tracking data and kick point information used by the video match officials for the decision.
Yeah, so this is what the FIFA boss Gianni Infantino says. Semi-automated offside technology is an evolution of the VAR systems that have been implemented across the world. This technology is the culmination of 3 years of dedicated research and testing to provide the very best for the teams, players and fans who will be heading to Qatar later this year. So, yeah, that's what the FIFA boss has said. What say you?
Well, for me, it seems as if it's a move to enhance VAR, correct the errors that we've been discussing on this show many times. It's just some additional technological advances. So I'm all for improving the game. It seems as if this new insertion, or if I'm to call it that, will be able to quicken the amount of delay time that we usually have during a game. And I know many fans feel as if the product loses its attractiveness when, we're here waiting and the referees are deliberating and whatnot. So for me, based on what we've heard, and I have to look at the implementation when the World Cup begins, because everything usually sounds very nice when we talk about it, but it's when it's being implemented, it's when, you can pick up the glitches and the hiccups and whatnot. But for now, it seems as if there are a lot more advantages.
Yeah, well, to be honest, science has advanced significantly in recent decades, and there is no reason why the scientific advancement of the global space shouldn't be transferred to assist in other areas. Mm-hmm. And apart from the quickness that they speak of, it also speaks to precision, because we saw the high-tech issues with the ball triggering, sensors and so on to the VAR operators. So I'm also encouraged by the fact that it is a system that is expected to have more precision as far as making accurate decisions are concerned.
Yeah, and that's a point for me, because as we argued today in the zone room, for me the issue is not about time. I struggle to recall a football game where someone was saying that the time, at the end of the game, look how much time was taken to verify VAR. No, that's not the issue. The issue is precision. I don't care how long a decision takes to be made. I want the right decision to be made. And the thing is this, as it stands now, with the referees not being given the help that they ought to get, wrong calls have been made in several instances that have cost teams dear. I would nitpick and say that the powers that be have taken too long to get here. GPS has been around forever, global positioning system. You have, I spoke about the International Space Station earlier. There are thousands, well, I'm being conservative, thousands of satellites in orbit be able to tell you and pinpoint various things on planet Earth.
Yes.
And GPS is very old to stretch the point. And for a long time now, football has given referees the ability to be able to, with a vibrating watch, to be able to tell if a ball has crossed the line.
Yeah.
We remember what happened when, I can still picture Gareth Barry in my mind jogging back, running back as Germany broke to score with Bastian Schweinsteiger in that South Africa World Cup. In the same game that Frank Lampard's ball crossed the line,
yes.
England ended up being beaten by Germany, kicked out of the World Cup, but for a wrong goal line decision, England could have gone through. So the point I'm making is, for many years now, referees have been able to tell if the ball crossed the line because of the sensors in the ball. If the ball is over the line, all of the ball over the line, the trigger goes, no goal, or goal. Decision made, carry on. So I don't know how it has taken over a decade later for us to be getting here in 2022. So I'm nitpicking and saying it has taken too long because the technology has existed a long time for them to put what they put here together a long time ago. And I don't care how long a decision takes to be made. I care for the right decision to be made all the time. That's my grouse.
I agree as well. But I think we need to clear up something, because earlier today I was listening to, of course, a couple of different people's takes on this new implementation and stuff. And I think some are missing the point, because, you know, many were saying that it would take away the human element of the game, George. But I think they're missing the part that it's the ref that will give the final decision, although the technology will prompt them.
Well, it's still the technology, really, because the technology is only telling the human what decision to make. For those who complain about the human element being taken out, usually that call was the purview of the referee without the aid of anything. Well, of course, VAR has come in. So if it's a VAR stipulated offside or non-offside, then VAR tells him that, oh, it's not an offside. But now it's the technology telling him that, yes, it's wrong, please say wrong, or yes, it's right, please say right, and do whatever has to be done after that. So yes, the human element is being taken out. I don't mind the human element being taken out as long as the right decision is made.
Well then, George, it comes to the overall discussion that I was listening to. Will robots eventually replace the referees? And that's the question.
No,
the overarching question.
robots can't, robots won't, because there is a lot of refereeing involves the management of human emotions. And I don't think, well, what do I know? I mean, I didn't know that there's a hologram that could be used to present the newscast. CNN did that for a U.S. presidential election not so long ago, so I have to be careful. But I'm saying, those who are worrying about that, it's a luxury worry. Yeah, it's a champagne problem to worry about whether or not a robot will eventually be in charge of a football match. So what? If it is that
people
the
will be without jobs. That's the question.
People will be without what?
Jobs.
Do you know that there was a time when there was usually a man in an elevator asking you, Mr. Robert, which floor do you want to go to? I want to go to 5, please. And he press 5, and you go to 5. No, you go into the elevator, you press whatever you want. I'm just saying that.
To Mariah's point, though, George, you know the refs make a lot of money.
Relatively speaking, to who? Relative to whom?
They make a lot of money, George.
Relative to a normal professional in the UK or anywhere? No. No, but so compared to us, with our weak currencies, especially here in Jamaica, not Trinidad and Tobago, because they're fine. Yeah. But I'm just saying, yes, they do. But I'm just saying,
if a referee's job is taken away, a lot of referees will feel that a significant chunk of their earning power has gone.
But most referees at the elite level are professionals in other fields. So it's supplemental income that they get from refereeing.
I'm from the Caribbean, George. So I'm speaking from a Caribbean perspective.
But I'm saying, the Caribbean is going to take a while before it is VAR'd to the level that international football is, or awash with the technology that will be available to allow referees to spot, the technology to spot offsides and communicate that to the referee. So the fact of jobs being replaced is a natural part of evolution and a natural part of development. Yeah, it is. It is. Lance, since you brought the argument there, when you were in the newsroom, say in 1980, 87 or 89, the number of people required to put on a show like this would have been greater than the number of people here, because you'd have had various people doing various things. Technology has reduced the need. And I don't see people walking hungry because, oh, I'm hungry because I can't get a job in a television studio. Yeah. They've taken other jobs. Yeah. So I'm just saying that it's a part
but in the 80s, I was actually in radio, so I didn't know what happened too much on TV.
But the point about radio
to your point,
yes.
When I started radio, the announcer was on one end of the glass and a technical operator would be on the other side of the glass doing all of the technical work. Yes. And by the time I was in radio for 5 or 6 years, we were presented as presenters with a console, and we did our own thing.
There you go. Yeah. So I'm just saying that I care zero about how long decisions will take. I want the right decision to be made all the time. There's a particular play. I know it wasn't offside, Mr. Producer, going to the break now. There was a play, there was a World Cup match 1998, a group stage match between a knockout match between Belgium and the Netherlands, and I can't forget how a bad refereeing call cost Belgium, the team with Enzo Schifo, his last hurrah, from going further in the tournament. And I was saying, where is technology to give the referees help? Yeah. No, the technology is arriving. I'm a happy man.
Yeah. Embrace it. Break time.